Unexpected Journey, Memoir of a Siberian Deportee by Juzė Avižienyte-Žukauskiene. Translated from Lithuanian and narrated by Giedrė Kumpikas, niece of the author, and by Isabelle Kumpikas, the sister of the author. Chapter 2. A New Order. I was supposed to have my vacation as of June 15th, but now, since the government had been taken over by new landlords, disorder was felt everywhere. In our bank, it was the same. Formerly, on the 30th of every month, a cashier with a book and a box of money would go around to all the departments and would give each employee an envelope with the money due him, and the latter would simply sign his name, and that was all. There were no deductions. There was no confusion. But now, the salaries were paid twice a month on the 15th and the 30th day, and the deductions were as follows. 1. An income tax whose percentage was deducted unequally, but depended on the amount of the salary. 2. A single-person tax. 3. A professional organization tax. 4. A government loan which everyone voluntarily and with the greatest enthusiasm was obliged to sign for. Because of such accounting, followed by control upon control, salaries could not be paid regularly and in an orderly fashion. Although I was supposed to be on vacation already on June 16th, but not having received my salary, I could not go away as I had planned to do. On June 17th, another meeting was again announced with the new landlords. There were more and more of these meetings, and attendance at them was mandatory. This time I decided to escape since I was considered on vacation. We were becoming very tired at work. We were not accustomed to it. Before, we used to work from 8 o'clock until 2 o'clock by Middle European time. Now we were working by Moscow time from 9 until 6, with 1 hour lunch break. This meant we would start work 2 hours earlier. At 7 o'clock in the evening, we had to return to work again and would sometimes work until 11 o'clock or midnight. The nationalization of factories, private concerns, stores, homes, and so on was taking place, and there was endless confusion. Many of the old experienced workers had been fired, considered to be untrustworthy, and in their place were appointed mostly young Jewish girls who had worked in larger stores. They had no understanding whatsoever about banking, but they were from the proletariat, and quite a few belonged to the young communists. When I would come home, I would want nothing more than to collapse on my bed and rest, but that was impossible because there were many chores and worries at home. I had 3 school-aged sons and an ailing husband. A woman would come to prepare dinner, who, having tidied up, would leave. In the stores, everything doubled and tripled in price. Lines began to form, something that had never before existed in Lithuania. Until the arrival of the Bolsheviks, my husband, as a second-category war veteran, used to receive a pension of 200 litai. He also worked for the journal Karis and the radio, which paid rather well. The new government stopped the payment of pensions. The radio and the press needed a different soul, which inspiration my husband did not have. When I lay down, my head pounded. A multitude of numbers coursed through my brain, floated in front of my eyes. We were not the only ones who had ended up in such a situation. There are many more Lithuanian people who found themselves in even a worse state. Note: litas, plural litai, the monetary unit of independent Lithuania between 1918 and 1940.